Okay. So, the first question is, how long did it take to adopt?
Once you first make up your mind you're going to do it, you probably can get it done in a little under a year, probably about 11 months. Took us about 11 months.
Okay. Second question, how much did it usually cost?
The process is very expensive. There's all different expenses that incur along the way, so it's very expensive to do it.
Okay. Third question is, what places did you look to adopt?
We actually first went to a international adoption, a seminar. I think it was in Blue Ash. In the three countries, the biggest countries they were talking about was Guatemala, Russia, and China. Those were the three big um, international adoption countries to choose from.
Okay. So what exactly was like the process? Like first, like the just like the main process.
Well, first of all, you got to figure out if you have a preference, if you want to do an international adoption or you want to do an adoption, a local adoption, here in the United States. And then you just have to go from there and figure out what best suits your family as far as a local adoption or an international adoption.
Okay. Was it challenging?
It was a lengthy process. You had to have people come out to your house and inspect your house. You had to write a lot of papers. You had to get friends and people to write papers about your character, and you had to get papers from work that you were in good standing at your job. You had to get all kind of letters from just a variety of people, and then all those papers that people wrote and letters that you received from people all had to be notarized. So then you had to go and have every paper notarized. And then you had to take all those papers that were notarized and you had to go to Columbus and you had to pay for each paper to have the state seal stamped on each paper. And that was a process in itself because it took hours to do. It was something where you dropped the papers off in the morning and then you just found something to do in Columbus and then went back a few hours later and paid your money, and then all the papers were stamped with the state seal on them.
Okay. What was your experience like?
Um, I would say it was a good experience. I mean, there were little issues that came up as far as dealing with an adoption agency because we actually picked an agency that was located in Minnesota. And I really don't, we looked on the internet, and back then they had pictures of babies who were available for adoption. And you could contact the agency directly. And so we just read about different agencies, and for some reason we liked this international, it was International Adoption Services, and they were located in Minnesota, I think.
Okay. Are you happy that you adopted?
Yeah, we were very happy that we adopted, and we adopted one boy, and then we decided to adopt another boy, so we would have two boys that could grow up together. And we went with the same agency um, for each one. We were happy with the agency, and we were happy with the process and the Guatemalan process.
if you could, would you ever adopt again?
Well, we actually got started in the process. We were a little later in years. So, as much as it would be nice to adopt another child, I think in our life that our family is fine the way it is, and we're just happy to have two healthy boys.
Okay. Last question is, how has adoption changed your look on life?
Well, we both come from smaller families, myself and my husband, so we never had big families with a lot of nieces and nephews. So we were happy to adopt two boys and allow our family to grow. And we realized that the work continues, raising children and getting them through school, and you want a good future for them. So it's it's constant work. It's not, it's a lot of dedication, and it's it's very, it's a good life. I'm glad we did it.
Okay. All right then.